Hello, this is Caelan Huntress, and today I'm going to live stream my annual review for 2021. Every year I do an annual review, and I find this to be a really rewarding exercise. What I'm going to be using today is the annual review workbook that I've been using for the last few years to make the annual reviews that I have over on my personal website at caelanhuntress.com/tag/annual review. I've been publishing my annual reviews every year on my blog since 2014. That's the first one I have on here. I should put a featured image there. And so if you want to read through some of my old annual reviews, feel free. But really, I don't do this for you. I do it for me, because it helps me so much to go back and see what happened during these years, what worked and what didn't work. Every annual review that I do has these 4 questions. What were my victories? What could have gone better? How many New Year's resolutions did I keep? And what are my resolutions for next year? The resolutions are in a different tag. I also publish these every year, and so I'm going to do this one tomorrow. This has been a really nice cadence for me over the last few years. Every year I publish my annual review on the last day of the year and my resolutions on the first day of the year. And so these resolutions, these answer the first question. Or I'm sorry, the 4th question. What are my resolutions for next year? I'm going to do that tomorrow. For today, I'm going to answer these 3. And I'm going to use the annual review workbook that I'm going to link in the description of this video. This one is a copy. When you get the original one, you have to go to File, Make a Copy, because you can't make edits, so don't request edits to the template. I'm not going to give it to you. But you can make a copy and then change the name. This is Caelan's annual review workbook. And I'll walk you through these sections and share with you how I do it. I look at all 4 of these questions. What went well? What could have gone better? What are the most important lessons I've learned? And who will I be next year? And so this gets me more into introspective journaling. And a lot of these are useful in determining how did my year actually end up. And so I've got some bullets here. Like I could just start with, the first achievement and then hit enter, and I can go through a list. And I want to get at least 10 of my greatest achievements, get my happiest moments, and go through each of these in turn. And I have a secret hack for getting, oh my gosh, my microphone's all the way over there. I have a secret hack for getting this information. What I like to do is I like to use this planner. I'm testing out all this tech. It's part of the reason I'm doing this live stream, is I just moved into a new studio. And so that's one of my top 10 achievements from this past month. And this planner is dynamite. This is the one for last year. It's the Law of Attraction planner. It's got the Wheel of the Year on it. And I have one for this year too. And they've got it gold embossed, which I like a lot more. And so these planners are fantastic. This is like the 4th year in a row that I'm using it. So here, let me just show you some of the stuff that it does. So what I like so much about this is that it does a whole lot of there's a lot of opportunity for introspective journaling here. There's a whole methodology here that I won't get into, but it's great for goal setting. A lot of stuff in the beginning is great for setting goals. But what I really like is the weekly review that I do in here. Every week I get another 2-page spread, and some weeks I use it more than others. But every month, I always make sure to do this end of year, not this one, this end of month analysis. And I have a list here of what I decided my top achievements were every month. And so I'm going to go through this and find my top achievements and add them to the list in this workbook. So that way I have, I'm already starting ahead. I'm just going to go and review my notes and put everything in here. The other thing I like to do before my annual reviews is collect a lot of numbers, do some analysis of my hours worked, which I log, the revenue earned, and where money came from. And so I did all that this morning, and now I'm ready to get down to business and actually do this annual review. So the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to use a Pomodoro timer. Like test and tech, so just get used to this if you're watching it. And you can skip through. I'm going to go ahead, you know what? I'm going to actually do it over here and put up one of these so that way it's right over here. And I might keep that there. Yeah, and like just sort of write it out here, and we'll see how it goes. Now I am going to play some music. There's this lo-fi, no copyright mix 2021. So YouTube will sometimes ding me if I'm using music that I don't have a license to, but it says right here, lo-fi, no copyright mix, and I'll go ahead and I'll add that into the description of this video. So I don't know how they're... We'll see if they ding me for it. I'm all about experimenting with video lately. I'm just going to keep the clock going. And I'm going to start reviewing my victories. It's going to be fun. Going back to January, I was living somewhere else. I had, I'm going to say my first big win. Moving for the 11th time in 11 years. That was huge. Getting that done, man. Moved from the North Island of New Zealand to the South Island. Had a whole lot going on with that, and we made it down here. That was a big win. New keynotes. I had at least 4 new keynotes developed this year. Things that I published. Do I have that down here? I usually have that in some of my annual reviews where I'll go through, I'll have, boom, all of this stuff. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to come over and look at the posts because I know I've got a lot from this past year. And I finally set up my syndication. Now, when I write a newsletter, it turns into a blog post over here on this website and on Medium and on LinkedIn and all the places. I might go through and do all these links like I did last year. 50 articles in 2020, dang. Man, that was great. Lots on Medium. A lot of this became my book. A lot of these are chapters in my book now. But I'm going to go ahead and skip down. What could have gone better? What could have gone better? I could have... No, I'm just going to phrase it like this. Did not publish my book. My book is still in editing. Marketing yourself with that. I'm going to publish that this year. That's going on the resolutions for tomorrow. I'm definitely going to do that. Maybe that goes under, what did you want to happen that did not happen? Publish my book. Yeah, because this wasn't a challenging situation, but my health was. My health was challenging, but I'm counting it as an achievement that I had a lot of recovery. I had great client work this year. Got some really good case studies on my website. I attended how many? 6. Yeah, 6 virtual conferences. As attendees, not as a presenter. I probably have to, how can I look up my speaking gigs? I might have to do that on my calendar. Sort by the calendar. Oh, this was a challenge. Can't drink wine. Red wine. I love red wine. I had to give up beer a couple of years ago, which I really loved. And this year I had to give up red wine because it's just not working for me. Oh, you know, it was a great achievement. I learned futures trading. That was great. Being able to do futures trading, I really like doing that. Lots of crypto. I did, this website, First Bitcoin Checklist, for boomers who want to buy their first bit of Bitcoin. Man, that was a big move. I'm looking at April and May now in my planner. That was a lot. It was a 2-day trip. Involved a boat. You know, and that was one of my favorite posts this year. I had a lot that were just newsletter repromos, but geez, look at all these. These are all 21. From here up, if I check the ones that are legit new posts, a lot of these were book chapters, and I had a bunch of promo. These are newsletters. Some of these were like lead into keynotes. 11th move in 11 years. That was like, this is one of my favorite posts to write this year. Ooh, I designed the book cover. That was a win. That was a big achievement. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to myself as an achievement. Book cover for marketing yourself. This is the code I use internally. Marketing yourself book. I like project codes. They help me keep track of things quickly. God, that was a great keynote. Your message equals your mess plus age. Man, I loved that one. But you know, that keynote taught me a good lesson too. I put so much effort and time into it and had hardly anybody attend live. Okay, so how many do I have checked? Gonna tell me? No. How many do I have checked? Not gonna tell me. That's lame. Let me just count it manually. 3. I'm gonna estimate here. I might be at about 50 again. Might be at about 50. I can copy these links and add them in. So what did I publish? I'm just gonna say published 50-ish post. Added 2 great case studies, stellar platforms. And see, I like listing these in my annual review post because then I get all these deep links, and I cross post between this website and stellarplatforms.com. Oh, and I had so many videos. How many videos did I do? I did this great goal setting workshop yesterday. How many did I do? Let me go to my channel here. Go to videos. Oh, and you know what? Some of these are client video mails, so I gotta come over here to do my count. And I'm gonna link to every one of these too. How many can you show me per screen? I don't want 30 per screen. That's not nearly enough. Maxing out at 50. All right, I'm gonna filter. No, it's not gonna let me filter by public. That's lame. Jeez, I did so many. Okay, so let's look at that. It was 50 since September. And another 43. So that's 93 videos this year. Wow, that was a bunch. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Here, let me bring you back along. I planned the 20-year reunion for Del Arte and produced it. I planned it and produced it. Got all of my clowns together for a 2-hour event on Zoom, and we got to meet from all over the world and relive memories. Oh, that was so much fun. 97 videos. Yeah, I went big into video, and you know, if I do just a couple more, I'll get to my goal of 100. Skipping ahead a bit, but I know that my resolutions, I've got to review this today too. I've been hiding from this post for a while. I had totally forgotten about this word of the year. Jeez. I wasn't very good on it. Some of these I kept. I'll dive deep on these later, but this is the one I was looking for. Publish 100 videos. I might have gotten there with the private ones and the video mails. But I had this period where I was doing live streams. And I was trying to get the live stream going. Because I was trying to get to 50 or 100 on live streams, and I didn't do it. This is like 47 today. So 97 videos, 47-ish. They weren't all live streams. This goes under what could have gone better. Finished 100 videos. But this has given me insight. I've been chewing on this. I wanted to get 100 videos done, and I didn't. But it made me realize that it would be much better for me to do 30-day sprints. Because around about the time I got to 35, I had learned what I needed to learn from the video format, and I lost all my momentum. And I stopped doing these regularly. Of course, I had like other video projects coming down the pipe that were paid for clients, so I had to focus my video time on that. What did I want to happen? I wanted to have the 100 videos. I wanted to do more on TikTok. But I don't feel ready for TikTok yet. I really want to do, I keep like trying to figure out what I'm going to do over there, and I think that's holding me back. Skip around. I like this because I can skip around. I can kind of like look at a list and play around with it. I never finished these in the planner. Let me look at this again. Oh, my speaking one sheet came out. That was great. Got that designed and delivered. Some of these goals that I'm seeing in here, I'm just like, I feel so ashamed for not achieving my goals. But, you know, this is part of setting goals, is you don't achieve all of them. I had good server work. I migrated my website servers twice this year. So I'm finally out of North America. My websites are now in Sydney, where they're headquartered, which makes me feel better. Great dog walking. We moved to a town that's a lot better for dog walking. It's been really great. Playing chess. That was one of my biggest wins this month. My older son got more into chess again. Boy, I love having a chess partner. And he's getting good too, so I'm really excited about that. I did how many drafts in my book did I do this year? I started doing draft 3, and I just finished up draft 6. So I'm just going to call it 3 drafts of book. Got a couple more, and I'll be ready to publish. I had some good sleep. Not a lot of sleep. Sleep was one of my big goals for December. And I was trying to get some 12-hour bursts in. Never really did it. With 3 drafts of the book, I also did early reader campaign. That was fun. These new presentations, as I come across them, I had one on productivity. I did that one in January. My badging one, your message is your mess plus age. This new goal setting workshop I did was new. It's short. I'm liking the short format. The other one, lead magnetism was new. 9 minutes till I take a break. Oh yeah, those website designs are great. I should put this over here. Just have that up. Because I did that one. I did. No, that's not it. I did that one. What else did I do? I realigned my clusters. That was hard. I had fractured positioning, realized what I needed to do. Oh, the digital engagement workshop was new too. What month is that? September. Pretty fast recovery. Lots of video testimonials. I collected in September. That was cool. I got some work out of somebody by just talking to them. Instead of saying, this is what I'm bringing that I can offer you, instead I was having a conversation and then developed something to offer out of what they needed. This is important for me to learn how to do, so it's really good to do this. Oh man, some of my coaching clients had great calls this year. Some big breakthroughs. Really feeling confident in myself as a coach. I've been doing it for, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years now? Unofficially, I've been doing it for 10 or longer, but like getting paid for coaching 4 or 5 years now, I feel really solid in it. Margin trading is a big thing to learn. 6 minutes left. We're already in November. Pipeline activity was great. Not closing as much as I want, but I'm reliably showing up for my pipeline. Oh, green screens. My green screen work. I totally wanted to level up this year to do green screen work, and I've been able to do it. This is my second green screen this year, and it's a lot better than what I had in my last studio right down the hall in a different room. And so having this so that I can do, like all of this stuff, I love being able to do this and having stuff over my shoulder, and this is I've been wanting to do this for a while. But I've had some issues too. What could have gone better? Live event attendance. What I've learned from live events this year is that the most valuable thing people can give you is time. And like I've got all the mechanics and infrastructure to do live events all day long. I can take the registrations and put out the calendar invites. And that's like, I've got an automated process. It's in really good shape, but I can't get people to show up. And I am the guy who teaches other professional speakers how to be engaging on Zoom, how to make it an experience, how to be interactive. And people don't want to show up. They don't want to put themselves on camera. They don't want to put anything on their calendar. And so what I learned is that live events, they're not it right now. They're not it. So I'm stopping. I'm gonna stop live events. Where's the right point? The greatest insights. Live events are bad timing right now. Can't do live events. My positioning was fractured. I tried this new big word. Let me come over here, come to my homepage and show you what I mean by the positioning being fractured. Over here on my website, I decided these are the 3 topics I talk about: digital marketing, digital meetings, and digital money. And over on YouTube, I've been color coding these videos, and I was trying to run 3 separate practices on these 3 different topics and having 3 different pipelines, and it was just a mess. And so now I'm wondering, what if instead of doing those different colors, instead of doing the marketing blue and the meetings red and the money green, what if I just used my blue? This light blue, it's my favorite color. And it's the brand color for CaelanHuntress.com. I have these other 3 topics that I talk about, but I don't know, and so I'm chewing on this. So it goes in the greatest lessons I've learned. My positioning is fractured. I'm trying to pursue all 3 of those. That's no good. Oh, these are good questions. How have you leveled up? What advice would you give to yourself a year ago? Now that I'm like digging through the residue of my work this year, it's really got me thinking about what should I have known? Could I have done better? Good stuff. Oh, great thing right here. Just Dance on the Switch. We got this going again. Love dancing with my kids. This new studio, do I have this in here? Nope, the new studio I'm in right now. I've got the tech all set up. I can do a standing desk or a sitting desk. Set up a trampoline. It's been broken down for 6 months, and I finally got it up. What, yesterday? The day before yesterday. Finally. This might be my biggest win. GNS. I don't have the big thread yet, but I found this token. I think this might be my move. I think this is what's going to get me crypto rich, which is my goal for next year. Who will I be next year? Most important goals? I'm going to make my fortune. 3 most important goals for you to achieve. Make my fortune. That's my big goal for next year. I'm actually thinking, I'm deciding tomorrow, but I think that this is going to be my word. Fortune. That's going to be my word for next year. Right? I'm just going to type it in right now as a placeholder. Might change it. Resolutions are coming tomorrow. What will my life be like? I like starting with the end in mind. And I'm skipping ahead a little too much. Greatest lessons. This was a big one I just learned. I want to be crypto rich. If I could just tend some assets instead of hustle to work so hard, that would be a lot better for my health condition, for my time with my family. I want to be crypto. My book is holding me back. This was a big lesson I learned this year. If I had just published this book and said, okay, there, the book is done, and put it out into the world, instead of spending so much time to make it good, I'd be further along, closer to where I want to be. That was a big lesson for me. All right, so now we're getting to the end of this timer. So I'm going to set 5 minutes, and I'm going to take a break. Here we go, 5 minutes. See how that goes. Playing with my tech. You know what I like to do the most when I take a break? There it is. This work, or do I need my standing cam? No, I'd have to set up my standing camera and everything. I like to juggle. This is the best way for me to take a break. But you know what? I don't have it set up right. I'd have to spend all this time fiddling. See, this is something that's holding me back too. When I'm fiddling with the tech, trying to get this camera to work and that camera to work, I'm distracting myself from the things that actually move the needle. And I'm realizing this about myself. The fact that I can do so many different things prevents me from getting traction on the things that actually matter. My newsletter this morning was about Warren Buffett's avoid at all costs list, where he told his pilot, write a list of 20 goals, circle the top 5. And those are the goals you pursue. And then the rest of them you avoid at all costs, because they'll keep you from getting the traction you actually want in the most important goals. I really need to take that home this year. I think 5 major goals. I don't know if that's going to be just 5 resolutions, because I like having more resolutions. We'll see. We'll see. There's something about juggling. It just it shakes up the brain and it refreshes me so that I feel ready for something else. And now, I'll look at this blue shirt. I usually wear black so I don't get this green right here. It's interesting. I like making the movies to try and experiment with the tech, but this is also distracting me. What to keep doing and what to stop doing. Part of my challenge. So I'll write about this in my journey. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be taking a break. I'm going to take a break. What I'd like to do, I'm not quite set up for this. I'd like to have it set up so that I could do Qigong in front of the green screen. But my standing camera, which is up there, that camera, let me just try here. This counts as a break because it's not actually work, right? I'm fiddling around with tech. So this counts as a break. I'm going to plug this camera in. Switch on over here. That. This is definitely better for juggling. It gets me from here up. I can probably change the zoom on that too. A little bit, not much. But I'm not quite set up to do the full body Qigong movements, because I do a lot of Qigong movement and stretching and breathing exercises, and I'd like to do I don't know what yet, but I have a hunch. That instead of the 100-day sprint or do it 100 times, I think it's the 30-day, I don't know if it's a 30-day challenge, but a 30-day focus, where I post once a day on a topic, and I'd like to do 30 Qigong posts on TikTok. That's one of those projects I've been kicking around. I'd love to get that done. All right, I'm going to do one more Pomodoro timer after this is done, and then probably close up the live stream and go eat some lunch. Huh. Weird. Time's off. Okay. It's hard for me to take all of the break. This is something that I just notice now about myself, that what I want to do is to cut right back to it. It's my natural American hard-working workaholic inclination that I'm going to get back to it. But to take the whole break, it's actually tough for me. Tough for me. So I gotta get better at it. All right, let's change this back down here. Yeah. And then go back to 25 minutes. Pomodoro 2, and then I'll be ready for a longer break. What I dislike about my sitting camera is that it's the FaceTime camera right here in my MacBook, in my laptop. Dislike it because if I type, you get this jiggle, and that bothers me. But ironically, this works the best with the green screen in this position out of the 3 cameras I have. So I'm gonna keep doing it. All right, let's dive back in. Most important lessons I've learned. I focus on the wrong work. I don't take time to rest. And with my health condition, this is more important that I actually take time to rest. How have I leveled up this year? I'm a lot more confident in my coaching. Even last year, I was still like feeling I was getting away with something. You know, like I'd have this nervousness before a coaching call, like, oh, what if they find me out and this call is worthless? I don't feel that anymore. I feel really solid as a coach. How else have I leveled up? What advice would I give to myself a year ago? Stick with your choices. I made a choice this time last year during my December annual review. I had done 12 monthly master classes, and this was one of my big wins last year. Do I have them in here? Those are all my articles. I didn't even list it as a victory. Oh my gosh. I had a resolution. Oh, it's because I put it down here in resolutions. How many resolutions did I keep? Produce a masterclass webinar every month. I did this in 2020, and I had all 12 in the can. And by the time I got to the last one, I said, all right, I need to take a break from the fence because I had to move and I had to do all sorts of stuff. But then in June, I did a few more, and I did 4 or 5 this year. And I should have listened to my instinct here and said, you know what? Live events, virtual, are not going to be the future for me. But sometimes I need to fail to learn. This is totally how I learned futures trading. Aha, that's how I leveled up. I can do leveraged futures trading with crypto. This is a huge level up for me. But to do this, I lost probably $1,500 just learning the mechanics of how to do it and learning what not to do. Because my wife pointed it out to me. Here, this is a great thing, great insights. Oh, it's right here. I need to fail to learn. My wife pointed that out to me, and she was totally right. Maybe I could give myself the advice to fail faster. Ask before offering. Instead of approaching people in my pipeline and saying, hey, I can do this for you, instead show up and say, hey, what do you need? And then offer that. That's been one of the ways I've leveled up this year, actually. How did my most challenging moments teach me something new? I've gone through a lot of these, but it wasn't really the most challenging moments. Skipping around again. What happened in a different way than I expected or planned? Different way than I expected or planned. My studio setup. I came into one room when we moved in this house 6 months ago, and the lighting was a constant challenge. The sound it sucked, and so it was always difficult in that studio. And so moving to this room that I'm in now is a lot better. Here, can I show around this room? Let me see here. Do like this, and then I've got a window in front of me where I'm looking at light. And I've got a standing desk over there. I've got my setup here. I'm in front of a green screen, and I keep my clothes over that way. And that's my family. Isn't that my pretty family? I love those guys. So yeah, this is what it looks like over here. You know, I hate this desk. I really want a different desk. But maybe that's something. What did I want to happen? I wanted a better desk. Minor, I can take care of that later this year. What else did I want to happen? I wanted green belt revenue, and that did not happen. I am way behind on that. I'm not even at a yellow belt running rate. If you're in Thought Leaders Business School, you know what that means. And if you don't, then I'm not going to bother explaining it right now. But I'm not making the money I want to make yet. Top 5 most challenging situations. Was I ever in a pinch? Was I ever, stuck? This was a good insight that I had. Important lessons I learned. Being short on cash depletes my health. Stress from this aggravates my inflammatory condition. And anytime this year I've been short on cash, my health has gone down. So what this lesson is I need to be rich. That's the best solution for my health, for my family, for my future. I need to make my fortune. Yep. If I had to say my 3 most important goals: make my fortune, publish my book, and I need to heal. If I get another solid year of healing and recovery, my body's going to be in good shape for the next 10 years. But if I don't focus on that diligently next year, it's not going to be strong enough. All right, I'm going to do this later. I don't want to do resolutions yet. Let me come back up to what went well. Look at this. I've got more websites than I did. Did I do that one last year? I can't remember, but I've got some more of those. Add in the book cover, 97 just the number of videos. I'm going to list all of these 50-ish blog posts. What I like to do here is to take these. Can I do it this way? If I do like this and copy the whole thing, keep the link. Cool. Okay, so I think that's the way to do it. But I might need to do this natively in the WordPress post. If I put something into Google Docs, it's going to bring some junk HTML code with it that I don't like. So I'm just going to do this. And when I put these into my post, I'll actually copy it out of there. 2 great case studies over here. '20-year reunion was so fun. Dog walking is great. Did we get him this year? No, we got him last year. Early reader campaign for book. Okay, so now I'm getting to the point where I'm beginning to tidy this up. This tells me that I'm getting ready to do my writing because I want to get all of my book stuff together. 3 drafts of the book. I want to get all my website stuff together. All my crypto stuff together. All my health stuff together. So this is going to be some drag and drop. That was big. I suppose I could look at some of my Trello boards to see what else I've done and accomplished, but that would mean some deep diving. And I've got 32 wins here. These are all things that went well. I'm feeling confident on that. My top 5 happiest moments. Oh, you know, I got a great one. On the boat, This was what? This was the 4th draft of the book, edited on the boat during the move. This was great. We had everything packed in 2 vehicles, which I go through on this post, 11th move in 11 years. We were in these 2 vehicles on the Inter-Islander, going from the North Island to the South Island. And that was our van right there. And I took this manuscript and I went through and highlighted and crossed out and did all the editing. And look, I left everything right here, the description of it. For a while, my studio was dark, and this was the only creative work I was doing. That was one of my happiest moments, was editing that book, the printed manuscript, during the move. That was really great. That was really great. What else is one of my happiest moments? I had some really happy moments in our last town. I had some really happy moments there. Yeah, riding a bike with my son by the river. That was great. It's such a beautiful day. I've had some really happy moments walking the dogs with my wife in this new town we're in. That was really great. We've had so many where I've just been so happy. What new compliments have people given me this year? You know, I just had one the other day. What was it? What was that compliment? I put it in here. Let me look it up. I'm looking it up in my, here we go. This was good. I'm just going to copy and paste this. Right here. Because I copied this the other day. Somebody said, in the short time that I've known you, I've been awed by your creativity, depth of perception, sunny outlook, vast experience, goodwill, and joy of life. That was really great. That really made me feel good. So I keep these in a victory log. Anytime somebody says something nice to me, I go and I file it away so I can look at all the nice things that somebody said. How many testimonials did I get this year? This is where I keep them. This is my evergreen, permanent storage facility. Anytime I get a testimonial, it goes on this. A bunch of these at the top are old. I've had those forever. Let me scroll down here and see who's new. Brian's new this year. Dave was new this year. It was maybe last year. Matt was new. 2, 3. A lot of these were new. I think I probably got 10 new testimonials. Who did I impact positively? My coaching clients and my consulting clients and lots of people in Thought Leaders Business School. I've been trying to be generous in that community, and whenever I'm at a virtual table and we're talking about stuff, the feedback I get from other people in that community is consistently positive. That they appreciate the generosity that I provide, so that's been really great. My top 5 most challenging situation: live event attendance, can't drink red wine. One more would probably be cash flow. Because when my cash flow goes down, my health goes down, and it's just run out of spoons. When those coincide, that's really tough. I'm feeling good about this, what I wanted to happen that didn't happen. What happened in a different way than I expected. My positioning. I thought the fracturing of my positioning was going to work a lot better than it did. But it didn't. It actually made it a lot harder. What advantages have you gained? Looking at my broken positioning, having too many topics, the advantage that I gain is that I have YouTube playlists per topic. I wouldn't have those 3 playlists, which I link to in some of my signatures. See my latest video on digital marketing, digital meetings, digital money. That's an advantage, which is fun. All right, I'm feeling good about these. I don't want to dive in here yet, but what I do want to do is I want to review. Let's look at the annual review table of contents here from 2020. That was totally how I felt. My victories, what could have gone better? How many resolutions did I keep? Time for me to take a look at these. My New Year's resolutions for 2021. Okay, coming up to the top here. My word is ease. I did okay in the old house before we moved. I was doing okay on ease, and then I revved up to move, and I pretty much just stayed fast up until December. My goal for December was to take time to rest. I didn't really do it. I forgot this was my word of the year. Until I was talking to my wife about this the other day, that in my last 2 studios ago now, 2 studios in less than a year, I had this painting for the word ease, and I thought the word was relax because I had forgotten my word of the year. So this could have gone better. This really could have gone better. I wanted to take more time to rest. There were a few times where I really diligently tried to sleep 12 hours because I was ill and I needed to recover, but I wasn't able to get into like a regular habit of it. Okay, that went well. Could have gone better. Take more time to rest. I think that's it right there. All right, so now I'm gonna have to start keeping score on these. This is easier for me to do in a post. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop this post in. The way that I like to do it in an annual review, come on down, is like this. Putting these in for resolution kept, some success, and not kept. And so I'm going to keep these as, what is that, H3 or something? And then, that's right, I have to copy that out. These were all the ones that I did and didn't do last year. And now I need to copy over the New Year's resolutions I made this year. I haven't even looked at these for a while. I have to do this. I have to do the annual review 2021. Is that how it goes? Yep, that's how it goes. Okay. Do the categories and the tagging and all that stuff later. I'm just going to come into the live editor. Yep, get into it. Here we go. All right, and now I'm going to put in a block. I mean, I guess this would have been smarter to duplicate a previous post, but I don't feel like doing it that way. All right, let me just read these while that's loading. Gratitude journal before social media. I did that some. The big thing is I can't get to Twitter before I get in the shower. That dividing line has been really helpful. I've been doing the vibration plate plenty, but I haven't been doing the visualization. I dropped that one. 4-day weekend. I did that sometimes, not often. I did this a bunch. If I woke up at 4 in the morning, I would put on a meditation app instead of get up and be pissy. So that was good. I've been tracking my symptoms daily. That's been really good. Haven't danced every week, but now that we got Just Dance back, that's gonna be good. I didn't get here, and I know why, and I know what to do to fix it. Publish and launch a book, didn't do it. 40 podcast interviews, that's postponed. I want to do a podcast tour when this book is launched, and what my plan was to publish it in 2021 for sure. That's what I thought I was going to do, but no, I didn't. And I wanted to do in Q4, do 40 podcast interviews. I didn't do that, and I didn't do Saturday solo dates. The move shook up a whole lot of these, which was unfortunate. All right, let me add a container here. Add in a text block. Alright, and I'm going to start pasting these resolutions. And the way that I got to do it is using this HTML so that it does the way that I want it to. I'm just going to take this. Actually, that will be in the. I'm going to do that in a different block. What I really need for this block. Aha! I have the block. It's separated. That's so clever of me from last year. Aha! It's this piece. All right. Is this it? No, I don't know what that is. Aha! It's this piece right here. All right, so I'm going to take this HTML. I don't like all of this stuff though. That stinks. That really stinks. Crappy code. Sometimes the code makes me upset. All right, let's just go ahead and take this. And paste this over. So now I can say not kept. Some success. Kept. So I can take this for every one, transfer it up there. Okay. Now I just gotta paste over what the content was, and then I'll be ready. I got 3 minutes. Nice. This is gonna take too long like this, so I'm gonna do it like this. Here. I can go side to side. This is one of my favorite moves in web design. Going side to side like this. 2 browser windows. Big one, small. All it takes. Okay, a lot of the rest of the annual review is mechanical in nature for me. I'm going to do some stuff that's composition related. I'll look at my workbook and like flesh out things that went well and could have gone better. I'll probably... Okay, those are all my resolutions. No, come on over here. You get this banana. All right. So next, I'm going to be looking at this, and I'm probably going to say, what do I want to talk about in my note? I can talk about the move, but I can also just link to the post about it, which I'll go ahead and slap this in here. This is a whole lot of how I do this, is I like just collect my assets. I might put in some images there. I don't know if that's going to make it into the greatest achievements or not. I don't know if health recovery will. That deserves a link, because I got that whole thing set up. And like stuff like this, setup syndication, I'd want to describe how now when I write an email newsletter, my assistant takes the content and republishes across networks. Oh, and you know, there's something else that didn't go well I need to put in here. Facebook and Instagram. I thought I was going to be spending more time on those, and I have hated the channels. Like using them as the dark UX is really throwing me for a loop, and I don't like the overlapping UIs, and it's just been such a pain in the neck. And I built this Facebook. I built a couple of Facebook groups this year that I just couldn't get into, and so I'm gonna stay off. Oh, and you know, this is gonna be now I'm gonna start coming up with ideas for what's gonna go in here. I need to hire a social media manager. Because it's not that I'm going to be off of Facebook and Instagram, but I want somebody else to do it for me. What are your life needs? I think I'm ready to do that, but I'm getting to the end of my time here, and I need to take a break. So I'm going to take a break and then come back to this later. I'll go ahead and end this live stream. So if you've watched this far into it, then thanks for following along. Oh, look at that. I don't even know. My tech is so new. I'm still trying to figure it out. So thanks for, putting up with me fiddling around with my stuff. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to do, and one of the things, this deserves its own place in my wins, is I set up these frameworks for producing content that are really cool, but they're also distracting. So I'm going to end this with my YouTube outro, because I have different YouTube outros for the 4 different colors. Like if this was a meeting, I'd do one of these. If this was for digital money, if this was for marketing, but it's not. This is personal. It's a different color. And so using Ecamm Live, I can fiddle around with this, and I find it fun. The performance aspect of it, I don't know if I'm ever really going to let go of being a performer, but not doing live events this year, I think it's a short form video. That's going to be a lot of my resolutions are going to focus around that, because I think that's the next direction to go. Thanks for watching. Have fun out there.